Our mama, how on a day? Okay, they say we could come talk about inheritance rights. Then how to protect widows and legal age. You know, say for this our country, I know my rights. I don't know my rights, now they bring problem. So today we want us to know what our rights are. One of the problems where we get for our country is a problem of culture, tradition. Within our tradition talk, within our culture talk. And because we are a product of where we come from, most times the culture, they keep the men above the women. And that one they make our women, they suffer well. Because when time reach, like now, if I say make I begin do interview one after the other, if we hear some people's story when their husband died, you go cry for them. Why? Because our culture don't make them say, when man talk, make woman just keep quiet, sit down. But it's not supposed to be like that. Now because most times we allow culture to override the actual thing where our law, where our constitution for this country provide for us. Before we start, what will be rights? We dey talk about the inheritance right. What is right? That I have rights. What does it mean? Rights now those things where be your entitlements, those things where be your own, that thing where you supposed to do, where be the proper thing, where you get freedom to do. If not to buy property, you get freedom to buy. If not to go anywhere, you get freedom to go. If not to talk, you get freedom to talk. But make you no talk waiting you know they sure of. And no also talk the one way go put you for trouble. Trouble in the sense that when you want to say you want to exercise your rights for freedom of speech, then you go incite violence. You get what they call inciting violence. When you talk, your talk will cause war, it will cause problem. You don't get rights to talk that one though. So, Constitution provides from section 33 to 42 of our Constitution provides say you get right to life, right to freedom of speech, right to own property, both movable and immovable, right to go where you want to go, right to associate with people you want to associate, right to religion. Anyone where you want be, if you want be Ekanka, good. What you want, you have the right to do that. However, these rights, them now, they're not very absolute. Like I tell us just a short while ago. Say you get right to do what you want to do, does not mean you will now inconvenience the next person. You cannot commit murder because you say you are free to do what you want to do. You cannot also defame someone. By defaming someone, waiting you know say no true. You can't go talk say this woman na thief. Meanwhile you know say you know get proof, you know they sure. If the woman arrest you, that you go court, you go they responsible, you be liable, and the law will punish you. So when you have rights, those rights you should also know that they are not absolute, especially when you want to carry out those rights to invade the other person's rights. You get sometimes you go, yeah, say where your rights stop, now where another person's own starts ahead. So inheritance rights, if we're talking about inheritance rights, we're talking about those rights that give you the opportunity to be in charge of the property of someone who is deceased. By this I mean say inheritance right, they talk about that right where you get to inherit the property of somebody who don't they alive again. That is inheritance right. And as a woman, you don't marry, you and your husband date for years, on a build together, suffer together. Then when the man die, people will come say, no, you don't get right to the property because you be woman. that one na lie. Our law say the way you take suffer with the man, na so if he no dey, you get right to that property. The property na una two get am. So if the man no dey again, na your own. Whether you born or you no born, e no mean. The most important thing be say that property, as your husband no dey, na you get am. So if you get any situation where people dey worry you, or dem pursue you, or dem dey do like this, e don reach time o, you go raise alarm. People wey go fight for you dey, na make we come today. So you get right to inherit your husband property. Then we get wetin we dey call legal protection to protect widow, and in another way we call it enforcement of rights. If you know that your right as a woman or your husband people, they don't take wetin belong to you. Sometimes not even husband people, sometimes na the children wey we born na be the problem too. I don see a case where the woman pikin na collect everything, carry the mama go drop for village, say because he be man, so women no get right, both him mama and his sisters nothing. So you know things na the kind of upbringing wey we give our children na dey affect them in the future.